What's good? It's Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
And this is not another damn podcast. Presented by our damn selves.
Yes,
Episode 216, y'all. How you feeling, kid?
I feel pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of chillaxing.
Yeah.
You know, I've been kind of one of them lazy days.
I know how you feel. Even though I've been busy as hell, I've been busy and lazy at the same time. If that makes sense. It's a lot, yeah. Had to go to the DMV Friday to get my license renewed. And with COVID, that's still a pain. So that's that. Just been kind of all over the place. But one thing I did do, which we're gonna do, is kind of a review episode. I guess we're gonna have this week.
Mm-hmm.
I checked out Space Jam: The New Legacy.
Yes, I did as well.
You checked it out with the kids. First of all, before we get into our opinions, how did Ari and Khalil like it?
Oh, Ariana, she liked it. Khalil ended up falling asleep because I think he was just tired. He had a long day because he was watching. And then next thing I know, he was in the bed, knocked out. I was like, fine, whatever. But Ari was watching it, and one part at the end, Ariana actually started crying, and I was like,
"We're gonna get to that." I know the part too.
Yeah, so she started crying, like the way.
I did this a little bit too on the one part that you talking about.
Yeah, because Ariana was like, she just, I was like, oh my gosh, like my baby's actually crying. And she was, oh, it's okay, baby, it's okay. I had to console her. But we'll get to it because I even was like, oh, so they really they can't do that. Can they? Yeah. Are they? Will they? I was kind of like that.
Start from the beginning. Well, first of all, for all of the dick riders and nutty folks is the only thing I would say is this was his own movie. Don't look at it as 1996 Space Jam. Look at it as a totally different movie, which it totally was.
It was Space Jam in name only.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with the original, because if you think about it, the original Space Jam came out in 1996. That was 25 years ago. He got it. That was 25 years ago. Wow. That was a really long time ago. So you think that technology and stuff has changed. Things are different now. A lot of things smartphones were out in 1996. Smartphones were out.
Barely had cell phones in 96.
You had you had one of those Motorola joints where you had to.
And not everybody had one of those.
And not everybody, because those were expensive. They were $1,000. Well, phones are $1,000 now, but
mainstream. You had a few.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
I was able to get my hands on a Motorola flip during that era, but not everybody had cell phones.
Right.
I
had a pager during that time. I did have a little purple pager. Yeah, I had a little purple pager. I did.
Yeah. I had, what was it, the Everon from Hyde Park Beepers? I had that pager.
I had a little, it was about this big, my little pager. It was about that big.
I don't say everybody who remembers Hyde Park Beepers. So. Hilarious.
But yeah, though, so it's a lot of things have changed. So it's you can't run the same, just dipping out real quick, because people were saying that, I know, people are talking about everything's being rebooted now, and people were saying they should reboot Home Alone. Time out. No, they should not, because in today's society, we're okay, if Kevin wakes up and then his family's gone, he would just catch an Uber to the airport. Mm-hmm. Home Alone would not happen in today's society because you just Uber. It wouldn't work. You have the Ring cameras, they have different stuff that wouldn't work in today's society that worked in 1990.
And they could call from the plane now. You could you could call the house from the plane and check on Kevin. Hey, you could do that now. Yeah, just call from the damn plane. Well, back then it's most planes back there, cell phones nobody had them, and plane phones weren't. Some planes had them, some didn't. It was like that. But now you just, Kevin, you good?
Alexa, so-and-so, you with Alexa stuff. First of all, they're...
She almost went off. I guess.
Oh, right. Sorry. That's right. I forgot.
Yeah. So I saw it light up. Yeah. She didn't say anything. Alexa was almost part of this podcast. Yeah. I should turn her off after seeing that Space Jam movie. Yeah, I might turn the Alexa off. But it was a totally different movie. And with Space Jam, what I realized as well too is you have to be under a certain age to really think that Space Jam was like a bona fide classic. Because see, I was a little older when it came out. I was already out of high school by then, so like 96. So I think you had to be under a certain age. Cause I think like somebody maybe in their 30s like would say that, oh yeah, that's a class. With me, it was a cool movie. It featured Michael Jordan and the Looney Tunes. It was like cool.
Yeah, Buzz Bunny and Michael Jordan. Who cannot like Buzz Bunny and Michael Jordan?
You got to be under a certain age. Like, yeah, this is awesome. It's a classic. And that's the ones that really like hate the people in their 30s. I found hate Space Jam more than the ones in their 40s.
Right.
We grew up thinking that movie was like the bomb.com, as we would say back then. Yeah. But to me, it was never that. It was like, oh, it was a cool movie featuring Mike and the Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
That's what it was. It's like, yeah. I never thought it was like a masterpiece, or like, so you gotta be under a certain age to really think that movie was a masterpiece.
And then you said people under a certain age thought it was a true story. Like you're really young.
Yeah. Let's say if you're like around 30, maybe under 30, like if you were like a kid when it came out, yeah. Let's say like Ari's age, so that would make you like around 30 or something like that if you were
right
when it came out, yeah. Think that movie was like a true story.
Right.
It was like people around like late 20s, early 30s. So yeah, when I was a kid, I thought that's what Michael Jordan really did when he left the NBA.
He played with Bugs Bunny. No.
But it started off the same way as the first Space Jam. Minus the R. Kelly joint opening the first one. So like the second one I already wins just on that alone because they didn't open up with I Believe I Can Fly. Had to take a little R. Kelly shot, you know me.
Which was a good song, but then because
it was great for 96, but
it was a great song, but
as an age, well, yeah, when that's the first thing you hear is R. Kelly's voice.
Yeah, it's like
okay. Started off, with a young Jordan and a young LeBron, like as kids playing. It started off, like them basically learn how they learn their craft. It's like
right.
It cuts from the kids scenes like a montage of their careers, just like Space Jam had a montage of Jordan's career.
Get my town to South Beach.
I had a montage of LeBron's career, the current one. His first run with the Cavs, then the Miami stuff, then back to Cleveland, and then the Lakers. It like had a montage of his career.
Yeah, that was nice. That was a nice montage. And shout out to them for having a Game Boy in the movie. I was like, yeah, they had him like playing on the Game Boy. I was like, yeah, okay, Game Boy.
The original Game Boy.
Right, because that was a thing.
Yeah, the original Game Boy.
Yeah, that was a thing in 1996.
The 89 version he had in the movie.
Yeah, Game Boys were a thing in 1996. Yeah. They were. Yeah, so.
Because his friend said, like, yeah, I got the color.
I got the color one now.
And LeBron, he was broken accurate. So like he was excited. Wow. I was like,
yeah.
That kind of like set the catalyst for the movie because his coach was like, hey man, you need to focus on your game. You should get on your game, not the video games, the basketball game.
You gotta put in work.
Yeah.
To get here.
Distracted by the video games, you need to focus. And then so when fast forward to like grown LeBron and his son, and now he's telling his son to like, hey, get off the video games, focus on the game. His son wants to be a game developer. That's his passion. Yeah. And I'm assuming he's based on the middle son. It felt like was that?
Yeah, because it wasn't the older son.
It wasn't Ronnie. It was the middle one. Yeah, it felt like.
Yeah, I forget what his middle son's name is. Yeah, because like he had, like I said, because like obviously they changed the names for the movie, but LeBron did have 3 kids, like how his wife is. And he had 2 sons and a daughter.
Yeah, and the daughter was the youngest. Yeah, and the age difference is about the same as his real kids. Like the age.
Right.
Kind of matched.
And then shout out to the one actress who played his wife. I loved her natural hair. I was like, yes. I mean, that has nothing to do with it, but I got excited because I saw natural hair, Black woman natural hair, so I got excited about that. But though
the main villain in this one, is
the great
Al-G Rhythm, which played by Don Cheadle.
Talented, wonderful. I love Don Cheadle. Like anything that he does.
Algorithm, which is like what this is how when you go on Facebook. Let's say if you go on Google and you Googling like something like like
swimwear, which I did because I had to find.
Then when you go on Facebook, like every ad on your Facebook now is about swimwear. How does Facebook know about this? Like I wouldn't even unfit, but that's the algorithm. Like
because it's listening, your phone be listening
on you. Yeah, I said I might turn.
Because everything I look up. I'm like, Dad, I need to find so-and-so. And then like I started looking up stuff and then all of a sudden all these ads start running, Instagram start running, and Facebook. It's like, yeah, because the algorithm is feeding you what they think that you need. And he was on the serververse.
Like, yeah. He's like, yeah, if you're a farmer, if you have a phone with a camera, I can see you. If there's a camera and a mic, I can see and hear you. It's like, yeah, so that's what it is. Like, and I really think it is some truth to that. Yeah, people do spy on us with these devices. Like,
they do. That's why people say like, I wouldn't be on Facebook, but you walk around like you're playing chips inside you, but you have a cell phone, you have a smartphone. Like,
the only way to really stay off the grid is to get rid of the smartphone. Or get rid of the cell phone, period. It's like, yeah,
if you do like Brill from Enemy of the State, you gotta do that.
Another movie ahead of his time. But yeah, he was
Brill yourself.
There was like no power lines or anything coming in and out of the building. It was, all he had was like his signals he was sending out. He said, all I have is my transmitters, like signal, nothing that's coming into this building. He called it it's like his yeah. So
yeah, so like LeBron's son, his name was Dominic. That was his name, Dominic.
I didn't talk too much, boy.
And Dominic was like super talented in video game design. Like, he even designed his own video game.
It's a basketball.
So he was a creator.
It's a basketball game similar to NBA Jam. It wasn't like
NBA Jam. That's what I was gonna say. It's like NBA Jam.
It was kind of like NBA Jam, like arcade style. It wasn't like 2K. It's like 2K is more realistic. Where NBA Jam was more like arcades, like he's on like guys jumping here and boom, and like
boom, yeah.
And that's what the game was like. It was like basketball, but not real basketball. It was like
I got to feel like I'm like I said, we're older, so we get the NBA because like as soon as they showed, I was like, this is NBA Jam when I was watching the game. I was like, because when he was like, yeah, power up, and when he jumped on the thing and did the power up thing, and then it was
they set the table during that scene for like to come later on. Because LeBron was complaining, it's like, yeah, this is not real basketball.
This isn't real basketball.
I was like, but it's fun. No, it's like
fun.
That's what his son was like. Yeah.
Everything is always about work.
That comes into play later in the movie where he's like, it's not real basketball, yeah, but it's fun. No, that's.
And then when LeBron tried to do his signature move, his cross step back shoot, and then it froze the game. It knocked the game out because that was a glitch.
Yep.
That's going to come into play later in the game too, because
he ended up deleting his son Dom's character, his avatar, and
he was like, I have to rebuild. It's going to take me a whole week to rebuild this because when you lose your codes, it's like it's not like I just plug this back in. It takes time to build codes and to do that. I don't know anything about coding, but it does take time to do that. So LeBron's son Dominic, he wanted to focus on game camp, and he was telling him like he wanted to go to gaming camp, but also the same week as gaming camp it was basketball camp. Of course, LeBron being LeBron, you going to basketball camp. Forget this silly game stuff. Why you want to be like you're my son, you should play basketball, you're my son.
So Dom was based on Bryce then. Okay, that's his
Bryce. There you go. I couldn't think of his name. Bryce, yeah.
I'll look it up. So yeah, so Dom is loosely based on Bryce.
On Bryce, yeah.
The middle child, yeah.
And it is tough in a position like that. Like if you are a child of a great, like I said, LeBron James is this generation's Michael Jordan. Sorry, people, if you might be clutching your pearls now. He is this generation's Michael Jordan.
Not him, then who?
Then who? Exactly.
Not him, who?
Yeah. Like who? He is. So it's like, so when you have that ceiling set that high,
it's just like Jordan, like why Marcus. Or Jeff never lived up to
right.
Like neither one of
Marcus Jordan was okay.
He had a decent college career, but neither one of them ever went pro. Jeff was a total bust. Like, and he I think he played 1 year college ball, and that was it.
And Marcus was okay. He was decent.
College career. Guess what? He didn't get drafted though. Yeah,
exactly.
He had a college career, but it still wasn't enough to crack the top 60. Only 60 guys get drafted worldwide. You compete with like overseas players. A lot of people in that 60. Yeah, and like only 60 guys. Like so, he never got drafted. So after that, his career was done. and now he went into the family business. Like he opened his own sneaker shop, and of course he gets all the exclusive shit because he's hit up Pops. Hey, Pops, yeah, I need those Jordans like a week in advance. It's like, yeah. So he gets everything first. It's like, yeah, it pops up. Yeah. So like he has a very dope sneaker shop in Florida. I think in Miami, I think is where his shop is at.
Very smart. Mm-hmm. But he was like, and then he's like, he wants to follow his dream and do that. But LeBron not hear him, because sometimes parents don't want to hear you. And that's important. Like I said, that's why I like the message in this movie. Parents, you have to listen to your kids. You can't project your vision of what you think they should be onto them. You can't be like, even if you see your child has a talent in something and they try something for a little while and they see, you know what, I don't want to do this no more. Like acting is a good example. Like their child is a great actress or actor or whatever. And then they just decide they act from the time when they're like 5 to 15. They just decide at 15, I don't want to do this no more.
A lot of moms wonder what happened to them. That's what it is. Like when they get grown up and can make their own decisions.
Like, I don't want to do this no more.
Like Keith Williams, a good example of that. Now, like once she got grown, like she finished college, was living a normal life. Then she got about 30 and decided, like,
she got the best.
I want to give this.
She got the bug again. Yeah, she
up with Tyler Perry and started working again. It's like, like the Cosby Show, all the way up to like Tyler Perry. She was like totally out of the bill, living a normal life. Yeah, like she was totally.
Out she graduated from Spelman.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. She had like totally left the entertainment and then decided to give it another shot once she got grown. Mm-hmm. So a lot of kids do that. You wonder, like, whatever happened to such and such. Like Kim Fields, another one, like who left acting after living single, and she's just now like getting back out there. Yeah,
so she did some behind the scenes, like she was directing
and teaching acting classes. She was doing that stuff. Yeah, but as far as like on camera, she hadn't done anything from like living.
I think that she's incredible. I think Kim Fields is incredible. Yeah. She's playing on the upshot.
It was like, why isn't she working? It's like she probably was just over it. She was like Khalil's age when she started acting.
Right.
I was like, I don't want to. She was like 30 when she quit. She's like, I don't want to do this shit.
Like, I'm over it. I'm
That's
good.
a lot. Yeah. Like,
I'm like good.
Khalil's age, like 30. She was like, no, I don't want to do this.
I'm good. Like, yeah, I'm over it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can't force a child. Like, you can't be like, yeah, well, you're really good and you should do this and this and that. Where, especially like I said, in LeBron's case in the movie, what they were portraying is that you're my son. They expect you to play basketball because you're my son. You can't do that. But he wasn't trying to hear his son. And then, so then Algorithm, he sent LeBron's team an email or whatever. Like because he's on the serververse and he sent him an email. Like I said, major spoilers. Sorry, we forgot to mention that. Major spoilers.
Oh yeah, we're gonna put that in the description. Yeah. Spoilers.
But he put the thing on or whatever, and then Sarah Silverman was
they did a presentation to LeBron.
Yeah, she was one of his people. She was his
just like the original Space Jam, there's a lot of cameos in this movie. Like Sarah Silverman is one of those cameos. Yeah. There's a lot of cameos that people that like big names that had like small parts, like a lot of like Sarah Silverman is one of those cameos.
Yeah, and then like they presented him, Algorithm like was figuring, okay, I have this dope idea. And if I pick LeBron James to partner with, then I can get my accolade and we can take over the world basically because LeBron, look at all the followers LeBron has on his social media. LeBron, he's an athlete. He's an entrepreneur. He's a social media superstar. Like he's everything that I need to get me to my next level. So we need to partner.
Fast show the shop is like, check that out. You get a chance to shop.
Yeah. And so, like, when LeBron watched the presentation, LeBron was like,
"This sucks." It's like, yeah, he said it on there. He's like, "No, I'm good, bro."
LeBron was like, "I respectfully decline." Like, basically, he's like, "Nah, bro, I'm good." And of course, Algorithm, he was like, "Oh no, nobody says no to me." So he was in his feelings.
Like, just like which I think it could happen. It won't be in our lifetime. Hopefully, I think the artificial intelligence is going to get so good. It's going to be like Algorithm was going to like be able to act on his own. Like right now it's not there, but like eventually it's going to like take on the mind of his own. It's like, okay, yeah. Like, and now they're in control. It's like, well, right now we're in control of the machines. If they're going to be like, nope, I can think for myself.
It's the wrong movie to watch right now. It'd be iRobot right now.
That's what it's going to be. So now the machine is basically thinking for itself. It's like, okay, you going to reject me? All right, I got something for you.
And then so basically, like they sent LeBron into the server. LeBron, because his son came to the meeting with him because his son was like,
and then like the elevator lets him out on the wrong floor, and now they in the serververse. Like,
and his son was saying because his mom was like, well, take him with you because he's interested into gaming.
And it's like, so that's why.
And this might be a good thing for him to look at. Like he could sit in on your meeting because he likes games anyway. So, so then they get on the serververse, and then. When his son realizes, he's like, yeah, we're actually inside the computer, Dad. Because LeBron is like, what's going on? Like, I don't know, like, what the Matrix is this? He said, like, what the Matrix hell is this? He had no idea what was going on.
Algae Rhythm face to face.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So now they conversing with him. He makes him an offer he can't refuse, so to speak. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he sucks his son into the game or something like that.
Yeah, he takes his son away, and then LeBron is like, "What you do with my son?" And he's like, "Okay, like you get your son back, but you gotta play me in a basketball game. You gotta get your team, assemble your team. I'll assemble my team.
If you win, you get your son back. If I win, then you're
trapped in the serververse forever."
Fine, yeah.
But what he didn't tell him is that he was able to suck all of LeBron's followers. So if you follow LeBron's social media, he sucked all of them into the serververse too. Mm-hmm. And it's like, so basically, if you lost it, everybody was basically going to be trapped in the serververse forever with him, with Algae Rhythm.
Like to speed things up because we don't want the podcast to be as long as the movie.
Yeah. So they're like,
Algae Rhythm sends him to the Looney Tunes planet.
That's Toontown, yeah.
That's where he sends him, to Toontown. So now LeBron is animated during this part of the movie. He's going some live action to how LeBron's a cartoon.
Which was fun to see animated LeBron. Yeah. Mm-hmm. He meets Bugs. Bugs is there by himself.
Because all the other ones got jobs, the other tunes, they got jobs elsewhere, whatever.
And it was cool to see the homage that Warner Brothers has because they showed a Batman cameo. They showed Superman, Matrix.
They did. Mad Max, I said they did. What else?
Yeah, Mad Max, Matrix.
Austin Powers, they did a lot during.
Yeah, Austin Powers. They showed.
Elmer Fudd was mini me on that. Yeah, each one they were doing different parts. And still
they showed They show Harry Potter. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they show all the stuff that Warner Brothers owns, basically, which they own a lot. Warner Brothers does. So they show all.
Right, into sidebar, it's probably the closest we're gonna get to a Roger Rabbit moment. But Warner Brothers were able to use all of their characters. So they didn't have to team with Disney like Roger Rabbit.
Disney, yeah.
You're never gonna see that again. With Disney on their own, they could do their own. They have a lot of characters too, so they could do the same thing. They want to put a movie out with all of their characters, but Warner Brothers is we got enough. Yeah,
we got enough. They show Wonder Woman.
At the end of the movie, we're gonna mention all the characters they show. There's a lot of cameos at the end of the game. We're gonna mention that.
Yep. And then so then when they got assembled all the team together, and then LeBron was like, this is crap, because he's like, I need at least one good ball player. So, of course, we know the good ball player he has, Lola. They had to go and get Lola. They had to go and get her, because Lola actually does play.
She was with Wonder Woman, Lola, yeah.
Which was voiced by the beautiful Zendaya. She was Lola. So, yeah, Zendaya. Yes. But, so then once he got his team, LeBron was feeling like, okay, I got to work with what I got.
LeBron's trying to teach him who, but then they doing the Looney Tunes. Yeah, so and LeBron is like, once it's a call back to early, he's like, no, we got to focus. We need to play
fundamentals. Fundamentals.
It's well, they doing they Looney Tunes shit. It's that's what they do. Yeah.
Your sibling saying shoot the ball. So they're loony, and then on the flip side, they show Algae Rhythm and LeBron's son and Dom forming their team, and he's like, "Yeah, you're gonna play a basketball game, because he manipulates Dom and tells him
he doesn't know anything about the deal or anything like Dom." Yeah. That Algae Rhythm is on his side. It's he
thinks that he's just trying to help him develop his game.
Oh yeah, your dad, he doesn't believe in your video game, and so yeah,
but I do.
So yeah, so the best way to convince him is to beat him at the game. So we're gonna put together a team to beat your dad. It's he doesn't know anything about.
Yeah, he knows nothing about it.
He just thinks that your dad does. He thinks your game is crap. I believe in your game, so let's beat him at the game and prove that you're better. It's that's what it is.
And then some of the ball players that he got.
Yeah, he got his own Monstars. We're gonna call them.
Super.
The Goon Squad, as they called them, but we're gonna call them the Monstars.
He had Sue Bird,
Anthony Davis,
Dame
Lillard. It's like they had
Klay Thompson.
They had a nice squad.
Who's the other girl? I forgot the other girl.
WNBA chick, yeah. But I forgot the last one. Yeah.
Yeah, because I know Sue Bird was the first.
Should have had Candace Parker. I'm just saying.
Chi-Town.
And who was she? She's with the Chicago Sky now too, by the way. So
Chi-Town
for the home team too now. So yeah.
Yeah. But so then like when he put his team together, and then of course like not only did he take them, but he manipulated them and made them even better because they're already great NBA
video game. Yeah, if anybody who's ever played 2K is you can change the attributes of the player.
Exactly.
So you go in, it's like, okay, like, because it's Don was making this carry, he did 75.
75. He said, that's all you want to be is 75?
So then he puts everything on 100 after 100. Algae Rhythm, like, says, really? Okay. If you want to be mediocre, like, he, like, kind of plays that.
And then he ups them up. So then when they meet them.
It's more fun, like, when you play, like, when you create your own character, it's more fun to make it realistic. You make it 100 at everything, it's like it gets boring after a while. So I get why Don didn't want to
Steph Curry everything.
Half-court shots all day. It's like, yeah, that's fun at first. It's like after a while, it's like, okay, yeah. No, like it gets boring quick.
So then when they meet these guys and then they're like, oh shit, basically. And then the basketball game starts. So then all of them hide down with the basketball team and they have to play the Goon Squad. And then for the
squad versus the Goon Squad, that's where we at now.
So then when they bring in the announcers,
it's Ernie Johnson from TNT inside the NBA, and Lil Rel is his sidekick.
Lil Rel, Chi-Town.
Rel is getting this easily.
I'm glad he's getting here.
Rel is everywhere now, literally. And I said, I remember that cat when he was like begging to like do Akon on the radio.
I told Ariana, I said the guy right there. I said your uncle knows. I said Uncle Oz knows him. And she was like, what?
Oh, like I do impressions. Yeah, I'm do. Hey, yeah, he was. I remember. It's like 15 years ago. Like he was like, I'm funny. I do impressions. He would call Akon. Yeah, so
Akon was funny. But what's funny is when they started playing the TNT, Ariana was like, that's the music. Or I said, yeah. Like inside TNT.
You know that.
And she recognized it. She was like, that's the basketball music, mommy. I said, yeah, that's what we watch.
That's the modern day version of dun, 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 dun. That's I think the inside is the closest thing to that we have.
Because Ari recognized it. I was like, yeah, that's Ernie Johnson. I was like, remember, he's one of the hosts. Yep. Because Ariana recognized it. So then
would have been a nice nod if Chuck could have been part of that too, because Chuck was in
because he was in the original Space Jam.
That'd been a nice nod, but I like how they did with Ernie and Rel. If they had a 3-man booth and Chuck was like in there too, like, but because like just so as a nod to the original,
as a nod to the original,
the stars in the original one,
because how his career, because like we always say about we're old enough where like we saw these people play in their prime and now they're like coaching or hosting or calling the games, they're analysts or they're GMs, like we're old enough to remember when they played.
Or owning the team if you're Michael Jordan.
Yes, or owning the team, yeah. So, I mean, very cool to see the progress. So then, of course, when the game starts, of course, the Goon Squad is cheating, and then they're kicking ass, of course, because
you get extra credit for style points on that, So it's not just you just 2 points, 3 points.
3 point.
It's like style points. Okay, you get 50 for style because if you do like something crazy, it's like okay,
you get 500 for that, and then LeBron still doesn't get
basket like that. And LeBron still doesn't get because he told the Toon Squad to like play fundamental
basketball.
Yeah, he wouldn't let them be loony. So
which got them killed.
They have like 1,000 points at halftime, something like that. Oh, we forgot to mention the cameos. Like we saw, like when they sucked all the characters in.
Yeah.
Like when they brought all of the Warner characters in, you see the Flintstones, the Jetsons, you see all of these characters. Like
you saw it,
Batman and Robin. They like all
I saw in the crowd.
Yeah, they all at the game.
Did you see the mask? Jim Carrey smoking. I saw the mask. I was like, the mask. Okay.
I gotta rewatch that scene. There's probably so many cameos we missed. You saw Gazoo, the little alien.
Gazoo, I saw Gazoo. I got excited.
Fred Flintstone.
Gazoo, the little green alien. I got excited when I saw Gazoo.
Speaking of aliens, I like how they kept fucking up Marvin the Martian throughout the movie. That was
And then Marvin the Martian, he said, this has made me very angry. Because this has made me very angry. That was his expression.
He got Balma. He was that fall guy like throughout the movie. He was Marvin.
Poor Marvin.
Yeah, he was the
So then, of course, when they got their ass kicked, and they're like, okay.
down at halftime, and then
they're down by over 1,000 points.
Daffy was the coach. I think it was Daffy. Was it Daffy that said we found?
Daffy was the coach, and then no, Sylvester went out and said he was like, well, he said I found somebody that can help us.
I knew somebody with a lisp. Okay, yeah.
I found somebody that can help us, and then they're like,
yeah. And they played it. And I thought it was gonna be like a cameo. I was like, okay, Mike did appear in this because I thought it was gonna be like a surprise cameo, and it was Michael Jordan, absolutely, yeah. But
I saw that. I unfortunately saw because I saw that clip online. I wish I did because like it would have been. I saw that clip online earlier.
Totally got me. So I didn't see that. Yeah. So I was like,
unfortunately.
Michael, all right.
And they were playing the music there. Daffy said from North Carolina.
He has Jordans on as he's walking up. He was like,
and he said from North Carolina, 6'6", because every Bulls fan knows when you hear that music from North Carolina.
I still say that whenever I hear that theme now, even though Jordan's been gone for like 20,
it's a Chicago.
24, 3 years from the Bulls. Yeah,
it's a Chicago thing.
Whenever I hear that music, I think from North Carolina. I still say that. Yeah.
And they say Michael Jordan, and then when they zero in on him, and it's like
Michael B. Jordan. It's Killmonger. Yeah, it's Creed. Adonis Creed. That's what it is. It's that dude. Yeah. So then they're like, really?
They're like, and then he tries to give him a little pep talk. He's like, I'm awkward. I don't know what to say, but he gives him like a little pep talk, and then he leaves. And then he leaves out. So that was funny that they have Michael B. Jordan.
So and then they Michael, not Michael. Then LeBron finally says, okay, it's be Looney.
Looney Tunes.
Be Looney, yeah. Forget fundamentals, be Looney. That's where we're at now.
And of course, the Toon Squad comes back. They do their thing. They do good. And then when the Goon Squad was like doing stuff at REI, I was like, they're cheating. She kept on saying, that's not fair. They're cheating. I'm like, yeah, I'm like, baby, sometimes people try to cheat to get ahead. They do.
So then finally, now once they get Looney, now LeBron and his team, they're having fun because, now we're having fun. So then Dom looks and he's like, sees how much fun that his dad's team is having. So he switches teams because Algie Reynolds is being a dick now. It's like, you're gonna lose this game and all that. He's like, and I like how I don't know if you caught the little it might have went over your head the Bobby Knight reference. Like Marcus would have definitely got that if he watched it with you when he has on the red sweater and he throws the chair.
Oh yeah. He's cursing. Yeah, they bleeped it. They were like,
the Indiana coach, basketball coach from back in the day, Bobby Knight. Like
I saw that on a timeline on the Weird History time. That's the only reason why I know that because it was like whatever year that was. They was like when he just went ape shit and he threw the chair.
That kind of changed the trope of the angry coach. Like you really don't see that now. Like and the coaches could do what the fuck they wanted back then.
So they would take off their hat and go and throw their hat down, but they would just be so angry, and you're like,
now is you get fired and probably sued now. Like but back then, like, you could throw chairs at kids, and
so when he threw it, and then he switched teams. He says, "Fine, go switch teams or whatever." And they were making little references about the original Space Jam movie. That they made like little nods, like little jabs.
Monstars were at the game too. The little Monstars, they
made little jabs, like, and then they also said a thing about like they made a thing about. Did LeBron run out of teams to go to, or so they made little remarks to the movie. So I thought that was pretty cool that they made little remarks.
Because Al said you put on every team you ever had. It's like
exactly. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So then he goes over, and then he plays for his dad's team, and then Algie really was like, "Okay, I own the game now, so it's my game." And what I said goes. So
he replaces Dom. Yeah, it's just like okay, like so you switching teams. So now he's part of the game now. Yeah.
So they took Lola's basketball when Lola had her nice fade away, and then they took it away.
They said now that the algorithm is controlling the game. It's like, nope, so
that doesn't count.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The dope style I like is when Granny went against Dame Lillard because he could slow down time. Like his character, he could slow down and manipulate time. And when she did it,
Granny time, yeah.
And she did the Matrix. She did when they found her at the beginning of the movie. She was amazing because she did the Matrix stuff at the beginning of the movie. Mm-hmm. And that was cool. And then when LeBron said, wow, she is the one because the Matrix reference, Neo was the one, how she did. Or whatever. I thought that was cool. So then the Goon Squad, they scored. So now they were up 1 point and they only had 6 seconds left in the game. And
LeBron remembers the glitch from earlier in the movie. Like, hey, we can crash the game so that way he can't cheat. It's like, the algorithm can't cheat.
And they're like, no, they're like, but if you do the glitch, they like, remember the player deletes. It deletes off. It's like, Dad, you can't do that. And LeBron was like, I'm a human.
I'm not a tune, so I think I'll be okay.
He's like, I'm not a video game character. He's like, I'm a human being. I'm not a video game character, so I'll be good. And then when they do it, and then they change the play.
LeBron does like Bugs gets the ball and he does it instead of LeBron.
Yeah, because Bugs is supposed to dish it to LeBron because LeBron's calling for the ball, and then when Bugs he see Bugs step back, and then he see Bugs do it, he's like, no, because Bugs sacrifices himself basically to do the move.
The game does crash, and now LeBron is able to like go for the winning dunk.
Yeah, and then his son throws in the power up because like his Bugs' shot was short, so then LeBron grabbed it, and then LeBron was trying to get, but the algorithm was like holding him, trying to pull him down, and then his son throws in the power up thing, and then he steps on it, and then he's able to boost up and dunk it before the clock expires. So then the Toon Squad wins by 1.
Yeah.
Everybody gets released back.
Yeah, algorithm deletes, and then everybody gets to go back home. They go back. Yeah, all the characters that have been sucked into the game. Yeah, they get to go back.
And then they show Bugs, and Bugs is laying, Bugs is glitching on the ground.
Yeah, because he sacrificed himself, and this is the part where Ari cried.
And then when they cut to the next scene, because after that they cut to the next scene of LeBron, his son walking to where it looks like to walk into camp. And then when they cut to the next scene, and then Ariana just goes.
So I thought Bugs would have died too. I was saying.
She thought Bugs died. I'm like.
They kind of saw him go up to heaven after that. I thought
they kind of show him like ascend to heaven. And I was like, damn, they killed Bugs for real? I was like, no, they can't kill Bugs.
When I thought with Sacrifice, I thought it would be Lola since she's not an original. I was like, but then it was Bugs. I was like, well, because if they killed Lola, that makes sense. Because Lola's not an original Looney Tune.
Right.
It was created for Space Jam, the first one.
Right.
It's like, you can't kill one of the OGs. Like,
they killed Bugs. Damn, they killed Bugs. But then at the end, like LeBron takes his son to camp, and his son's like, well, basketball. He's like, well, like, okay, I'll go to the basketball camp. And he's like, are you sure? Because I'm taking you. This is game camp. And he looks up and he realized that he's at gaming camp and not basketball camp. So his son is very happy that finally his dad allowed him to do him. Because that's what he was saying, do you. Do me. I'm gonna do me. You gotta do you.
And they left the window open because his son left the window open for basketball. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. So then he does go in. And at the end, they do show that Bugs did survive.
Like, I remember Toon, like we can survive.
Anything. Mm-hmm. And so then they like show a montage at the end of like all their little, because like Bugs is like, take me around Tinseltown. I'm on vacation now, so take me around.
All the tunes with him, so they show all the tunes with LeBron and
around town, and then they're doing different things. Granny was fighting Ronda Rousey. They show on the pictures on the side when the credits are rolling. They did show Bill Murray because people like, where's Bill Murray? They showed a picture of Bill Murray in the credits where they were playing golf with Bill Murray. I forget which one was playing. Someone was playing golf with Bill Murray. Mm-hmm. So I mean, they did show like little cameos or whatever. But
overall, I thought it was pretty good. I enjoyed it.
Good.
Like I said, thought it was a cute movie. You don't compare it to the first Space Jam. And said once again, I'm out of that demographic where like. I never thought the original was a masterpiece anyway. I thought it was a cool movie with Mike in it. That's what I wasn't like, there was some like, wow, this is like the best thing I've ever seen. I was like, if you under a certain age, you might have this feeling. So you see this new one, you'd be like, I don't know.
I liked it because I liked the story of like the tension between father and son about you need to be like me and have my vision. I want to have this vision. And then he actually does live and finally sees his son's vision. And then he supports his son. And he ends up like, okay, I'm going to support your vision. I'm going to be a supportive father to you.
Some cool moments. One moment we forgot to mention, I liked when Porky Pig spits to Craig.
Yeah, I want to say that, yeah. Notorious P.I.G.
That was a pretty cool scene, yeah.
And then he spit his bars.
Style points for freestyling on that.
Yeah, because when they went in, I was like, this is a cipher, Ariana. She was like, what? I'm like, it's a cipher where people rap when they battle. They have a freestyle battle. It's a cipher. And then when he dropped the bars, and I was like, okay, Porky had bars. He did.
Boom. Boom.
I was like, oh.
I'm like, okay.
Overall, I liked it. Yeah. I thought it was a cute movie. I thought it was.
And wait, the 96 versus 2021, like me personally, about the same.
Mm-hmm.
About the same, I'll say. Yeah, about the same.
And the fact that they had such a strong actor to be the counter, to be the antagonist, like Don Cheadle is such a great actor. He's a very great actor. So to have somebody with that caliber, it's instantly going to make your movie better. I'm not being funny. Like, you have somebody that's actually a real actor that's very strong, even if everybody else is kind of in, he's going to bring them up. He is, because he's such a great actor. Mm-hmm. So I enjoyed it. I thought it was cute. I thought it was fun. I thought it was quirky. I like the animation part because I'm a cartoon person. I like the storyline. I would say it was like a B-. I would say.
See, about the same.
About a B-.
My enjoyment level was about the same when I saw this.
Yeah, I say about a B-/C+ around there.
Cool.
Like perfect movie, no, but I mean,
cool movie. Like I like the phrase, like cool movie. That's all I felt. Yeah.
I thought it was cute.
Cool movie.
So,
right. Before we go into our next, as we wrap up Space Jam, the spoilers. Yeah. You want us to go right into it? We can come back at the end, right? Yeah, let's go right into what we're going. We're gonna have a little watch along right now. Yeah, let's go into that. So from something that we enjoy to something that we're about to make fun of. Yeah. Our watch alongs is like it's gonna be dumb shit. Just FYI. I know we did one watch along that was more of a serious one when we rewatched the riot video during the anniversary of George Floyd, the riots on Commercial Avenue.
Yeah, that was
the looting. I should call it. It wasn't even riots. It was looting.
Yeah, it was looting.
Protest, riot, and looting. It's like I was looting.
Stealing. Yeah.
So we're gonna take it back about 31 years ago to the summer of 1990. A show you may not even know exists. It's a show called New Attitude.
Obscurity, basically.
Very obscure.
Oz and I take you into obscurity from time to time.
Let's get some facts about this stupid ass show.
Oh Lord.
We're gonna do
NBC, right?
I don't know. I want to say ABC.
ABC, okay. Thought it was on NBC.
New Attitude is an American sitcom inspired by Shelley Garrett's stage play Beauty Shop. Okay, I didn't know this was based on that stage.
Beauty Shop, because Mom went and saw Beauty Shop.
Okay. So Mom would get references to this show.
Beauty Shop,
It's part of the TGIF lineup. Okay, I didn't know that either. It was part of TGIF for this song.
Shit was on okay. But that shit was on TGIF.
This definitely wasn't must see. It only lasted 8 episodes, so it didn't do much. The episode we're going to watch is episode 4, which aired August 24th, 1990. So almost to about a month off. Yeah.
A month off, yeah.
The show aired from August and September of 1990. And it looks like the last 2 episodes never even aired, like from what I'm so it might have aired. I'm looking, it doesn't have an air date for episode 7 and 8. So like those last
they said, okay, enough of that.
They said, okay.
They did. Enough of that.
So, yeah. Get that shit off the air. Let me see if I read the synopsis. There's no synopsis. That's how shitty this show was. No synopsis of this behind it. It just has like not your average date is the name of the episode. Original air date August 24th, 1990. So ready for this bullshit? Because I am.
Yes. Oh God.
So, yeah. We definitely gonna make fun of this shit.
And this is something we haven't seen in over 30 years. Let's say if we watch
I don't know
live.
what to expect.
I'm not sure if we watch it live.
So we're watching this real time. So let's get it cracking. And here we go. Where's it at? There we go. Yeah. All right. Let's see.
5 and climate. Stay with us here on KBYL.
Somebody please change the dial. Maybe it's cool on another station. Shirley, you've been sweeping that same spot.
Lorenz Tate. Lorenz Tate. Lorenz Tate. I'm already fired up.
With the cut to his hair on the side.
Pick the hottest day of the year to break down. If I want you to try and get Leon on the phone again, I would if I could ever get Mr. Wonderful off the line. I know how you feel.
Morris Day in this bitch.
It's time for us to go our separate ways.
Morris Day in this bitch. Wait. We gotta laugh. This is a sitcom. It features Cheryl Lee Ralph from Moesha, Phyllis Yvonne Stickney, who was on a lot of shit back then.
Yeah, she's been on a lot of stuff.
Jack City, like she was on a lot of stuff back then. And then this dude, Morris Day from the Purple Rain, The Time.
Morris Day, The Time.
Sitcom, yeah. This is real. We're not making this shit up. Yeah. Let's get back to the stupid ass show.
Live for. Look, you'll see. In a year or two, I'll just be a fine memory. Oh, but still an instant turn on.
Laugh track, yeah, because nobody's really laughing at this bullshit.
Goodbye, baby. What a shame. That woman was very special to me.
Is that the one I met the other night? Gloria?
Gloria! I've been trying to think of her name.
Lamar, a woman means nothing to you. She's just an object, a toy, a plaything.
You put it so beautifully.
It is the theme song. Let's see.
Okay, here's the opener.
It was a knockoff version of Patti LaBelle's New Attitude.
Right, because they couldn't clear the licensing for the real version.
Stevie Drake was on this. Lorenz.
He looks familiar. What was she on, Karen Bankhead?
I don't know. I could look that shit up.
I think she was on an episode of The Parkers. I think she was on an episode of The Parkers playing a crazy lady. They couldn't clear the licensing. Patti LaBelle said no.
Yes.
Didn't he do Moesha Ralph Park?
Commercials? Get the fuck out of here. We're not watching commercials from 1990. That's the dude from What's Happening? Yeah. He played Rob on What's Happening.
It ain't working. Here's your bill.
Rob said, I gotta get this check.
What are you going to do about it, Leon? It's sweltering in here.
What the fuck are we watching?
About us.
You can come, but you gotta bring your own food.
Leon.
These jokes are terrible.
Leon. Oh, that man is gone again. I'm going after him. Where's my bathing suit? I'm going to search that beach for him if it
This
takes
does
until
feel
the
like a
sun
fucking
goes
Tyler
down.
Perry show.
How about till 3 o'clock?
My mom would love this fucking show.
Tyler Perry watching this. Tyler Perry's taking notes watching it. Tyler Perry like, ooh, this is good.
Feels like a Tyler Perry show.
Get the concept.
Oh, Lamar, you got a message.
This girl looks familiar, this dumb girl.
Ah, Lucinda.
Is that the
I think she was on an
Bankhead
episode of The
chick?
Parkers. Yeah, I think she was on an episode of The Parkers, yeah.
Only twice? I would have thought last night was at least a 3 thank you night. Someone holding out here?
Okay, I'm looking
Vicky?
this dumb girl up.
Okay, I haven't laughed not one time. I'm laughing how terrible it is, but
I
not.
laughed at it, ironically, yeah.
Still have enough left over for me to be
She was on Sister,
Oh, you
Sister.
mark my
that's
word, honey. Someday he'll pick on the wrong woman and get his comeuppance.
That's Stevie Drake, there she is. Okay.
Than you think.
What do you mean, BB?
He's already picked
Okay, BB
on the
Drake.
wrong woman. Lucinda Van Druten is a witch.
A witch?
A witch? Phoebe, are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that Phoebe does not mean that the woman is an actual witch.
Oh, the acting is
I've
terrible
known
on
that
this show.
family for years. Her mother
It's
was
like
a
the
witch
cast
and
was
her
okay, but
grandmother
it's
before
terrible
her.
acting on this show.
Oh, I see. So you're saying that Lucinda is carrying on the family business. Vicky, you know good and well that there are such things as witches. Name one. Remember Mrs. Hopkins, our old junior high school teacher.
Okay, I don't.
Mrs. Hopkins was a mean old lady that gave you an F.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well, what about all those dead animals she had? The woman taught biology.
It really does feel like a stage play with this acting.
It does.
Y'all are taking this too far.
And here's the thing about sometimes when you try to adapt stage plays into movies or television, they still feel like a stage play, but they don't translate well over into film. Then you have the airhead girl, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
The
I'm gonna
Bermuda
find the
Triangle
volume
is
to
a
bring it
place
down
where
so we can
people
talk
go
about this shit.
and are never heard of again.
Go ahead.
I can take you to some neighborhoods like that.
Lorenz Tate. Lorenz Tate was on several shows in the 90s.
Silly.
Several
You mean
shows
to
that
tell me
lasted
you
like
don't
one
believe that
season,
there
like
are
this
things
one.
that man wasn't meant to understand.
Like
Yeah,
the
lots
Royal
of things.
Family, which we're going to watch an episode of that too.
Women,
Royal Family.
Stage act show.
That gold chain he's wearing.
You all can make fun if you want, but I'm telling you, Lamar is playing with fire. And if
Lamar
he
is Morris
crosses
Day's
Lucinda
character.
Van Druten, the same thing is going to happen to him as it did Terry Campbell.
Okay, now I want to see
I
who
never heard of
Lucinda
Terry
Van
Campbell.
Druten is.
And you never
I have to see who
will.
she is too. Somebody
I hope that she's not off camera. I hope that they actually show her.
somebody famous that we know from another
Morning,
show.
everybody. Woo, it's gonna be another scorch out there today. Tell me about it. It's not even 9 o'clock and it's already 90 degrees.
Hey, I'm finished.
Rob.
The engine is all fixed. He's
I don't even know that actor's name. He's Rob. That's what I call him.
I don't hear any purring, Leon. And I don't feel any cool air.
What, are you kidding? It's getting downright nippy here already. I may have to go get my jacket.
I may have to go get an attitude.
What
That you got now?
Leon, please fix the air conditioning or we won't pay the rent.
Well, if you're going to put it on a friendship basis, all right.
Put the payphone in the back.
Congratulations,
Payphone.
everyone. I
1990.
decided to
So
show up
90.
again.
1990.
Thank you, Lamar. We consider ourselves blessed.
But I'm leaving early.
Then we are twice blessed. Got a heavy date with Lucinda?
No, we had a little falling out, so I dumped her.
You dumped her.
You dumped the
Lamar,
crazy bitch. I
we're
want to see
talking
her.
about a woman, a human being.
She's not off
a
camera
load of
character.
dirt.
She's probably off
Now,
camera.
don't start
probably
that
not.
again. I was very gentle about it. I happen to be a sensitive, caring person.
You off camera like Big Shirley.
How did she take it?
I don't know. I left a message on her answering machine.
Answering machine in 1990.
Lamar, you are the most exasperating man I have ever met in my entire life. And I really do hope that Lucinda does do something to get even with you.
Many have tried. All have failed.
Yeah? Well, Lucinda won't.
She's only a woman.
One of the worst.
Yeah. Well,
This is
I don't even
awful.
remember any of this. I think we watched this back in the day. I remember
yeah,
nothing.
that's right. A witch.
A witch? The woman didn't have one wart on her body. Anywhere.
Count on it, Lamar. She's a real deal.
And how did you find this out?
This is awful.
Phoebe told us.
Oh, BB, the woman who attempted the Vulcan mind meld
So it
with
must
her
be
cat.
true.
Lamar, you don't believe in the supernatural?
Only as a hairstyle.
Well, let me tell you something, Mr. Lamar. Lucinda's gonna get
Ba-dum,
you.
bum.
Sometime, somehow, somewhere.
Show Lucinda.
It.
Show her.
You gonna be a frog.
Don't worry, Lamar. I'll bring you flies every
The
day.
dumb.
Yeah, a little at-home action up there. Maybe they showed the
Is
dunk.
this Lamar's house?
Maybe it's their house. The girl.
Maybe it's a burglar.
Maybe that's Lucinda
He
at the
just
door.
wants to say
finally.
hello before he robs us. Who is it?
Lamar!
Oh, show the fucking bride. I'm mad now.
Lamar, what do you want?
I thought you might want some gum.
In the middle of the night.
Lamar, what are you doing here?
I gotta talk to you.
Come on in. What is it?
I can't talk about it.
Lamar,
This is just like.
come on, you woke us up.
Yeah, I'm bored out of my mind watching this.
She did it.
What's
She
up?
told me she
How
would
much
do
of this
it, and
episode
she
is left?
did it.
She did it.
Lucinda, you were right about her. She is a witch. You gotta help me. I'm cursed.
What is it? What kind of curse?
This is
Well, I
not.
was out with Sheila tonight, and
It's bad, but
She
not
was
in a good
excited
way.
and-
Shit, yeah.
I was excited, and
And?
one thing led to another. She was ready, and I was ready. Then she could, and I couldn't.
Hard.
So you can get it up.
Channel 5,
More commercials.
KRGV
Oh,
TV,
no.
Weslaco.
There he was, alone with this beautiful woman. Soft music. Sweet lights. And then?
They talking shit about
Nothing.
And they do gossip in the beauty shop.
Good night.
I know that girl too. When that one,
Isn't it awful? Isn't it
one of the
terrible?
first seen her before.
Wait a minute. Can I ask a question? I don't get it. What's wrong with Lamar?
Taylor, let me put it this way. The flame went out on his candle. You know, the battery under the hood died. The elevator won't leave the basement. But you know something, y'all?
She's a dumb girl.
Poetic justice. I mean, after the way that man has treated women over the
It's on
years,
asymmetrical haircut too in the back.
take the wind out of his
Okay,
sails.
that was a thing.
Right, the salt and pepper.
He's on time.
Remind me of Boomerang when they were making fun of Marcus Graham.
Yeah. Good morning, Mr. Marcus Graham.
What's up?
They love him.
Sorry I'm late.
What's up, really?
Late?
Almost 2 whole minutes. But don't worry, I'll make it up at the end of the day. Pretty dress, Vicky.
He's not a
Did he just
douchebag
compliment me
anymore.
on my
Nah, he's not
dress?
douchebag.
Did he also apologize for being late? Wow, he's like a different person. Yeah, ain't it wonderful?
Now they feel sorry for him.
Lamar, what's the matter? You look a little down.
Oh, Doug.
Word travels fast.
Your ducts and your vents check out fine, and your pressure's okay.
Cut the medical jargon. What's the bottom line?
You got a worn-out compressor motor. Cost you $75 to replace it.
Oh, I can get it for you cheaper. Thanks, Chili, but we don't want any stolen goods, sweetheart.
You don't? You better make that 100.
Lamar, are you ready for your customer yet?
That was kind of
I
funny.
don't know.
First laugh.
I just don't think
First
I'm
half.
into it today.
$2.
Lamar, don't you let a few raindrops spoil your picnic. After all, you are still Lamar.
I am good.
Douchebag.
Maybe you're right.
Oh, that's the spirit.
Betsy, let us embark on an adventure in hairstyling. The Lamar experience.
Got the leopard print on the chair.
A sensation.
And the tiger, the zebra,
The cape, yeah.
tiger, whatever that cape. Why does he have a neon light sign that says "Hair by Lamar"?
In a boom box. Let's go. With a cassette.
Cassette. Kids today and never know what that is.
I'm sorry. But I think the Lamar experience is a thing of the past.
Oh,
This is
one of those laugh tracks.
The man
Yeah.
is an
You know,
Aww.
sitcoms used to have the laugh tracks and the awe tracks and all that
I
back
think
in
he
the
can
day.
tough it out. Lamar?
I know this definitely laugh tracks. None of
Lamar,
this
can I
shit is
talk
funny.
with you, please?
It can't be people actually laughing.
Look, Lamar, I think you're taking this thing.
Was this in the front of a
After
line?
you canned laughter and
man.
shit.
You saw what just happened.
Lamar, all you did was blow a fuse.
Oh, go ahead. Rub it in.
Lamar, what happened to you last night happens to every man once in a while.
Who have you been going out with?
Look, Lamar, I only told you
I had two laughs.
the woman was going to get you because I was mad at you. Now, there's no such thing as a witch's curse. Yvonne, come on over here and tell Lamar that there's no such thing as a witch's curse.
What can I say, Vicky? The brother is having a problem.
Nice try, Vicky. But we both know the truth. My life is over. Lucinda has hit a bullseye.
This is such a stage play. Oh my God.
It's a fucking play, like brought to television. That's why it sucked. It's based on beauty shops.
It's not in his mind. His mind is working.
I guess beauty shop was a hot play during the time they tried to bring it.
I can't stand to see him like this.
They're like, hey, we're gonna capitalize on this.
Jellyfish side. But this is a force greater than us. What are we gonna do?
Almost over.
I mean, how long can it take to find somebody to pretend to be a witch? Pretend.
I want to know how
I've got a certified witch. She's parking right now. Why is she parking outside? We got a broom closet.
You gotta be like, okay.
I don't drive a broom. I drive a Mercedes.
Is that Arnisha Walker?
You see, I'm a rich witch.
Is that her?
Lamar.
Tell me.
Lamar,
I think that is Arnisha Walker.
I've got somebody to help you.
I don't want to be helped. I just want to go home, get into a hot bath, and pull the water up over my head.
Lamar, this is Madam Abigail. She is a witch.
Another one? Is there a convention in town?
Her name is Arnisha Walker.
Yeah, because she was on Nurses.
Find her under the house.
I saw her card at the Transcendental Bookstore on the bulletin board right next to tomorrow's news.
Now, Yvonne has filled me in on the situation here. Now, if you ask me, this low-life chauvinist is getting exactly what he deserves.
Couldn't you have picked another card?
The big hair and
If you feel that way, then why are you here?
Because witches work under the same ethics as doctors. We never turn down a fee. All right, let's get to it. Okay, now the first thing I'm going to need is 2 virgins.
All holes in that.
Better go to Plan B.
And 2 virgins.
Holes.
All right, but I'm still going to need some help.
Funny.
Whatever the opposite of virgin
Abigail,
is.
I think it's only fair to tell you up front that I really don't believe in this sort of stuff.
Well, don't worry about it. For now, I just need your body, not your soul.
Oh, that brings back memories.
Okay, now each of you grab an earlobe. Not yours, his.
You're not going to ask them to make a wish, are you?
Oh, I'm picking up some negative vibrations here. Oh, we're going to have to alter that. Each of you will have to say something positive about Lamar.
Mom says if you can't say anything nice about somebody, don't say anything at all.
Please?
Okay. He's attractive and he's a nice dresser. Hey, I was going to say that. What am I going to say now? Now make up something I did. Sure, you act like it's easy.
You can always say I have strong ears.
Wait a minute. Can I talk to you too? Let it go. Listen, there is no aura around this man. He is not under a witch's curse.
He's not.
I told you.
Well, he thinks he is. Look, couldn't you just go through the motions and pretend like you're removing the curse?
It's your money. Okay, let's go. You sit. All right. Now, I want you to close your eyes.
Does on the top.
And just relax.
Don't fuck him. That would be funny if they ended.
Was that it?
Just one more thing.
She fucks him. That'd be. I think he's gonna fuck that girl.
I bet she is.
That's gonna make his dick hard, so she fixed it.
I'm cured.
you know why I'm a rich witch. And a wicked witch, too. Don't worry. The fee includes my latest book, spells, curses, and helpful fashion tips. And for you, a special gift. Call me.
He fucked the witch.
I'll show you some real magic.
Ladies, I'd like to thank both of you for helping me.
Just don't make us regret it, Lamar. I hope that from now on we see a change in your attitude towards women.
Most definitely. I will never, ever, ever go out with the witch again.
Kept the half with her number on it. Oh, he tried. Opens nothing. Yeah,
I can't believe that was on TGIF.
Cry and grant my
or I
wish.
thought it was over.
I think I replaced that
There's
condition
more
with a
of
new
this
unit.
bullshit.
You're right about the lease, so there's no charge. Have a nice day.
Right?
Big up. This gotta be it.
Is it episode?
All right, that's enough. Woo! Woo! Like, yikes. I get why that show lasted 8 episodes, only aired. It aired 6 too many, if you ask me. That shit was the worst, man.
Oh my gosh. So it seemed like the trope is that Lamar Morris Day, that he just womanized. He's a womanizer.
Yeah, that's what I get about his character.
And that's just what he does, is that he's.
I didn't get much out of the other character. We have the dumb girl. We get her character, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't get much out of the 2 girls. D. I'm calling her D. D and Phyllis Yvonne Stickney's characters. I didn't get much.
D.
Like I guess we didn't see enough. Like typically, like characters have different traits. Like one of them might fuck a lot of dudes. One might be like king. Man. It's like I don't know what their traits are. I didn't get enough out of that episode. We got the Lamar character we were able to get. Okay, like he fucks a lot of women. That's what I got.
And it seemed like she was the owner of the shop. Vicky was the proprietor. It seemed like.
Okay.
Maybe.
Possibly. I gotta watch. I'm not watching it again. I'm just never gonna know that shit.
Maybe she was the owner.
Mm-hmm.
Because she said we won't pay the rent. Or maybe they owned it together. Maybe
I think her and Phyllis,
they owned it together, maybe.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They must have been co-owners. They had a crib together, apparently, too. I'm guessing they were besties or something like that. I don't know.
Probably. Like living single. You know, you always have like people be like besties.
College friends, high school friends. Could have been something like that. I don't know. Like, I don't know enough about the show. It's like, and I'm not going to find out. Because I've never seen
where was it set at?
And I'm not gonna watch. It said LA because I saw a lot of the LA in the open.
Okay, yeah, so it said LA.
Credits, yeah.
And then Lorenz Chase seemed like the boy who lived on the block who like would come around and do chores. He seemed like
make a little money and shit. Yeah, he come like cause they have that at shops. Like you come like sweep up hair and that kind of shit. And it's like
run little errands for us.
Mm-hmm.
Go get me some neutralizer from the beauty supply house. You know, do stuff like that. So. Overall, it was terrible.
One-shot character or not, Rob might have been a one-shot. It doesn't seem like he was part of it.
Rob?
I don't know the actor's name, but he played Rob. But what's happening? That's all.
Awful.
Yeah, one of the worst shows of all time. That was fun, though. Yeah, once it was over, like watching it was painful, but like once we got through it, it was fun. We're gonna do that again. Like we're gonna find like obscure bullshit shows like that you may have never heard of. That was like summer of 1990, so 31 years ago, around this time, that shit was on the air. Part of the TGIF lineup. I wonder what replaced it. It must have been in that 8:30 spot, I'm assuming, because that was the spot that the show kept changing. It might have been 30 spot, yeah. I couldn't even tell you what the regular show was in that spot. But it must have been in the 8:30 spot, yeah.
It was bad.
Yeah.
Very painful to watch.
Let's wrap this shit up after that note. Yeah, quick note. Yeah, rest in peace to the Biz. I want to say Biz Markie, 57, finally lost him. Wanted to touch on that real quick. But another legend we lost. We lost a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Max, we lost this year. Shock G, we lost. A lot of legends. I had a list of like the legends we lost. But Biz,
and then some on the after side, we lost Charlie Robinson from Night Court, Suzanne Douglas from The Parenthood.
Yeah.
So some about the actors
also played the old dude that smashed Stoney.
Yeah. I'm in a bind, Nate.
Come on, Stoney.
Yeah, he was.
You know what you got to do to get the money?
Yeah, he was the creepy old man from Set It Off. Yeah. If you guys don't know him from Night Court, he was a creepy guy from Set It Off.
Night Court, that was the old dude that smashed Stoney for the money for her brother. That was him. Yeah. But rest in peace to those legends. We wrap this up. Not another damn podcast. Episode 216. A lot of fun, including watching dumb shit. You want to support us further, give our Facebook fan page a nice little like. Also subscribe, share, rate, review on all your platforms. Talking about Apple Podcasts, Spotify, TuneIn, SoundCloud, iHeart, TLC Talk Radio. What up, Tasha?
Hey.
Amazon Alexa devices, probably listening somewhere. And if you want to get at us on YouTube, or you want to check us on YouTube, let's do that real quick. Yeah, YouTube. I got to get it right. Yeah. All right, now follow me at Ozman the Wizard on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Oz Radio on Snapchat and Facebook as well. You know how to get at me.
And you can check me out, MSIMA8666 on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Also, STR8GULLEY1 on Twitter, STR8GULLEY7 on Instagram. Also, please like the Straight Gully Facebook fan page. Check out straightgully.com for your blogs and your vlogs. And for your video production needs, check out straightgullyproductions.com.
I'm Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
And we will talk to you later.
Bye.
I'm gone.